Claude Code is now natively supported on Windows, which makes the setup process super easy. We no longer need things like WSL to get Claude Code working. So in this video, I'll show you how to set up Claude Code on your machine, and I'll also show you how to add it to popular IDEs like Cursor or VS Code. To get started, there's basically two prerequisites. You need Node.js installed, so you can simply download and install it from nodejs.org. I'll leave the link to this page in the description of this video, but all you have to do is go to Get Node.js, then on this page, scroll down to Windows Installer, then open a file that you just downloaded, click on Next again, Next, then let's click on Finish, and that's actually all we have to do to set up Node.js. And then you need some sort of Claude account, so either you need to be subscribed to their Pro plan or their Max plan, and each of these plans give you access to Claude Code, so you won't pay anything extra as long as you stick within the limits of the plan. So you might be wondering how many messages are actually included in your subscription plans, and how it works is you get a certain amount of messages, and according to Perplexity, you get about 45 messages that's included in the Pro plan, and these reset after 5 hours. And with the Max plan, you just get a lot more messages. When you reach these limits, you can still continue to use Claude Code. Claude Code will just ask you if you're willing to continue on the pay-as-you-go basis. So basically, you only pay for the API usage. Alternatively, you can pay as you go using the API console. So if you want to go with the API usage route, go to anthropic.com/API, then click on Start Building, and then create your Anthropic account. Now you will need to load some credit onto this account. Simply go to this menu, then go to Settings, then from Billing, simply click on Buy Credits to add some credits to your account. I think you can add as little as $5 to your account. Either way, whether you're subscribed to Claude or you've got an Anthropic API account, you should now be ready to start using Claude Code. To install Claude Code, open up your command prompt and enter npm install -g at anthropic.ai/Claude Code and press enter. After installing these dependencies, simply run the command Claude. Now we can select our theme. I'll actually go with option 3, which is dark mode, colorblind friendly mode. And now we can select our login method. As I mentioned earlier, if you've got a Claude subscription, you can use Claude Code as well. Or if you simply want to pay for the API usage, you can use the Anthropic console account instead. And because I've got the Pro subscription, I'll simply go with option 1. Now, this will open up this tab in your browser, and you might see this message. All you have to do is go back to the command prompt, and then control-click on this URL instead. This will now ask you to authorize your account with Anthropic. So let's click on Authorize. We will then get this code. So let's copy this, and then paste that back into the command prompt. And press Enter. And then let's press Enter to continue. We will now see these security notes, and all we have to do is press Enter to continue. And that takes me to the different ways in which you can use Claude Code to write your code. The first is to run it in the terminal directly in a folder, or we can embed it into our IDE like Cursor. So let's have a look at the first option. Here I've created a new folder called Snake Game, and I'm going to open up the command prompt in this folder. Now what we can do is run that Claude command, and now Claude will only have a view of the files in this specific folder. And now we can interact with this agent and ask it to write some code for us. If you need help with any of the commands as possible within this window, simply press /, and here you can see a whole bunch of possible commands, but we can also enter help, and then this will show us a full list of all the possible commands. Now what I'm interested in is to write a bit of code. Let's say build the snake game in Python. Be sure to use a virtual environment as well. Alright, let's press enter, and now our agent is running. We can see how long it's taking. We can also see the token usage as well, and it's cool to see that our agent created this to-do list, so we can see exactly where we are in the process. Alright, so our agent has actually stopped the process, and it's waiting for our input. It's asking our permission to run this command to create this virtual environment. So let's say yes. Now it's asking us to activate the virtual environment and to then install Pygame. Let's approve this. I can see it's actually run into some sort of issue with running this command, and it's adjusted the command now. So let's press yes. And I was just trying to run a different type of command since this one also failed. And this time Pygame is indeed installing. So it seems like it managed to come right. Now that it's set up the virtual environment and installed Pygame, it's moved on to the next item in the to-do, which is to create the snake game. Alright, so the agent's now generated all of this code, and now it's simply asking us if we want to create this file. So I'm actually going to say yes, and don't ask again for this session. So this simply means the agent will continue to make changes to files without having to stop and ask for our permission. And finally, it looks like it actually wants to run the file now. So let's say yes. And look at that. We now have a working snake game. Awesome. So let's try to go off screen. And cool. So game over. Press space to restart or escape to quit. Our game is working. Awesome. Now let's have a look at adding Claude Code to our IDE. Alright, so I've opened up the snake game folder in Cursor, but you can follow these exact same steps in other IDEs like VS Code as well. All you have to do is open up the integrated terminal and run the command Claude. By running that command, we actually install the Claude Code extension in our IDE. So if I go to extensions, we can see Claude Code over here, and we can indeed see that it is installed. And now what we could do is maybe split this terminal. So I'll actually split this. So I've got another terminal on the right. And in this terminal, I'm going to activate my virtual environment. So this way, I've got Claude Code on the left where I can request for changes. And on the right, I can view the terminal to see things like error messages and the likes. So let's try this out. Let's say, describe this project. I'm just going to make a bit more space here. And let's have a look at this. So it says, I'll explore the project structure. It can see all the files. So it sees the snake game file and the env path. And then it says it's got this main file. And we get some of the game's components, like the snake, the food, the game itself. The board is an 800 by 600 pixel game. And then we can control it with the arrow keys and the likes. Let's try something silly, like turn this into a 2-player snake game. Player scores should be displayed at the top, and the players lose if they collide with each other. And as we saw before, we get that to-do list. Now we can see that it's currently busy with this option in the to-do list. And let's approve all of the changes. So what's very cool is we can see the token usage. And we can also press escape if we wanted to interrupt this generation, and that gives us an opportunity to stop the agent and maybe course correct its decisions. Right, so apparently the game was changed, so I'm actually going to run the game in the other terminal. So let's run snakegame.py, and it seems we do have a 2-player game now, but the one player just crashed into the wall, so the game ended. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. YouTube seems to think you'll like this other video, so click on the card on the screen right now. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.